Hello. Today we are going to replace ejector chains on a PTR Baler. Now the first thing we have to do when we're going to replace the ejector chains is to eject the bale, get the machine empty, and run the ram in the up position just like this one is here today. This is a new baler. We're at the factory. But once you run the ram up, you need to shut the baler off, lock out, and tag out as per facility instructions. At that point, we can start removing the old ejectors. We start off by removing the bottom shackle. You bend the cotter pin in, use your wire cutters to pull the cotter pin out, and remove the pin from the shackle. We remove the old chain by pulling it through. Take the shackle out. Several reasons why we replaced the chain. Obviously this is a new chain, but they break and they stretch, making it difficult to eject the bale. So when you replace your ejector chains, we strongly recommend that you replace both. So they're both the same length, and this way it'll eject the bale evenly. Okay, so we follow the same process on the other chain. We are going to assemble the new chain. We have the T-hook, chain. We install a 1/4-inch shackle in the last link of the chain. We push the shackle on the T-hook. We put the pin through the shackle, through the T-hook, and let it come through the other end. Then we install the cotter pin in here. We get a pair of pliers and we bend the cotter pin slightly. I'm going to have time with this cotter pin. Okay, that is a complete T-hook assembly ready to go on the baler. We get our assembled ejector chain and we feed it through the U-bracket like that and install the T-hook in the loop just like that. Push the chain through a little bit so we can grab it from the other end. Then we'll walk around the other side of the baler and pull the chain through. We get the ejector chain that we just installed through the rear. We lay it down in the slot. Make sure we get most of the slack behind the baler. And now we finish attaching the chain at the bottom by installing a 1/4-inch shackle through the link, lining it up with the hole in the ejector lug, putting the pin and securing it with a cotter pin. Now some of these cotter pins, I say cotter, they're really pronounced cotter, but most of these are very easy to bend with your finger. Some of them you have to use a pair of pliers. These ones here are pretty easy. Okay, so that's basically replacing the chains. Now you do the same thing on the other chain. Make sure you put 2 new chains on and 4 new shackles every time you replace your chains. After we have both chains installed in the baler, we want to check the chain length. Now our chains are pre-cut to the proper length, but you still want to make sure that is correct. By doing that, we simply put the T-hooks on the ejector lug, do them both, like that, and then we'll walk around the front of the baler and check for length. Now we're going to check the chains for proper length and make sure they're both even. As you can see, these chains are factory pre-cut chains, so they're the correct length. And this is about how much slack you need on each chain. You don't want them too tight because it'll damage or break the chains or damage your ejector lugs. So these two look really good. And I think they'll eject the bale perfectly. At this point, we want to check the ejector operation. We want to make sure it releases properly and it rests into the U-brackets. So at this point, we have to turn the power back on the baler. We close the gate. And we run the ram down. And observe the two T-hooks being released by the U-brackets. So we put the up-down selector switch in down, and we manually run the ram down. And we observe the T-hooks. When they make contact with the U-bracket, it will automatically release the T-hooks. So we want to make sure that that operation is working smooth. Because if for any reason these U-brackets are damaged, you either got to straighten and align them or replace them. So here we go. Both T-hooks released properly and they look good. Make sure you take all your slack out. Now, this machine is ready to bale with two new ejector hooks. And there you have it, replacing two ejector hooks on our balers.